All right, here we go. We are now going to take this 2011 Nissan Maxima SV Sport for a drive. And into drive we go, and here we go. Thanks for watching my videos. I do enjoy to talk about cars and show them off and drive them, talk about features and how much value they are for the money. Definitely been a passion of mine since I was a little kid. And as my knowledge base evolves about cars, I like to talk about them even more. This is a very nice Maxima that's in fantastic condition. If you didn't watch the other video about it, I encourage you to do so. It's 92,000 miles, as you can see on the dash right there, and this car runs and drives excellent. Everything works like it should. It's in great shape. Big 19-inch wheels on this car, part of the sport package. So this car has a factory sport package that you can listen to me talk about in the other video, but gives it a lot of nice features. 19-inch wheels and rear spoiler, xenon headlights. The wheels are a hyper silver color. The grille is dark. The headlights are smoked a little bit darker. So this car's only had 2 owners and has an excellent service history of full maintenance records from new until current. A lot of the work having been done at a Nissan dealership, which is nice. Fairly recently had new brakes about 20,000 miles ago, and a new mass airflow sensor, intake gaskets, and spark plugs. That was done at 78,000 miles, so it's had good care and maintenance, and drives the part to show it. There's 70 miles an hour. Nice and straight. Brakes nice and straight. Steering wheel doesn't shake or vibrate or do anything weird. This car spent the last 4 years in Georgia and South Carolina, so definitely lends to its very, very nice condition, and particularly the outside condition and how clean it is. So it's a little bit of a different sound driving this car because this is a CVT transmission. You may know that if you're watching this or looking at this car. It's a continuously variable transmission, so it has a different feel. You see the tachometer go up and you see it shift and you hear it shift, but it's a different sort of experience when it does shift, on how it shifts and how it feels. If you haven't driven a car with a CVT transmission, it's definitely nothing bad, just a little bit different, but this is still a neat car to drive because I think Nissan has done a nice job of keeping the sporty spirit of this car alive. Back in 1991, I believe, and even in the 80s, but I remember in the early 90s Maxima cars, they had a sticker on the rear back quarter glass that said, it had like lines going through it to make it look all sporty and fancy, and it said 4DSC, and then underneath that it read 4-door sports car. So it was like them saying, hey, it's a four-door sedan, but it's a sporty car. And anyway, I remember that, and this car lends to that because it is that. It's four-door, comfortable sedan, but it is sporty. The steering's very tight. It's fun to drive. It's got good power. I'm not going to do it making this video, but you can see right here that it has these Batwing paddle shifters on the side of behind the steering wheel here, so you can take over and start to shift. It's a little much to do with trying to video and shift at the same time. So this is the downshift, and the one over here is the upshift. But needless to say, I do think it's a sporty, stiffer suspension. You know, this doesn't ride as quietly or softly as like a Lexus might, but if that's not the type of ride that you want, then this is the car for you. It's a nice ride, it's just different. It's like BMW, how stiff a BMW car generally is. This is kind of more along those lines of like the stiffness of a BMW. I usually would stop my driving video right about now, but I'm going to go a little bit further than the norm. It's interesting to me if you like hearing me chat and talk and make these videos. Please subscribe to my channel, click on the little bell, appreciate that. And it's interesting that these videos that I make of me driving cars get a fair number of views, so I'm gonna go a little bit further and take this one out here on the highway in a moment. You can probably fast forward about 3 minutes and then we'll be on the highway. It's gonna take me about 3 minutes to get there because we're stuck. Look at that brown UPS truck. Nice handling through the corners and the curves. Nice and tight, as I described before. Definitely that type of feeling out of this car. onto the highway. So 85 miles an hour, yeah. Nice and smooth. Get behind this Tesla. Alright, well, since the light just turned red up ahead, I think I'm going to stop this one right about here. I'm just going to turn around and go back the same way down the highway, but I think you've seen a pretty good demonstration of how this Maxima drives. All is well, drives nicely. This is a fantastic car for the money, especially. Highly encourage you to watch my other video about the car if you're interested in buying this one. Definitely a thumbs up from me, and great car for the money. Very, very nice, very well equipped, and handles nice, drives nice, and it's ready to go. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.